Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be mentioning 10 reasons why I decided not to do a full build in my van. Now, the first reason that I am happy that I did not do a full build is because I have changed my van so many times. There have been so many different iterations, from me having a cot in here to a static bed that has legs that could pull off and a kitchen that pops out the back, to now I have my couch mode bed where I can have couch mode or I can lay it down. So the versatility of the design, because I didn't build it, allows me to make a lot more changes. And because of that, it allows me to accommodate for the things that I want to do at any point in time. And that isn't always going to be the same scenario. So it might change. So not building means I don't have to tear things out to make changes. Having a build would mean that I would be less likely to be able to use all of my space. Right now I have it where I can pull my seat out of my van or put it back in, so I can make my van fully passenger ready or fully ready for the road. Now whenever I'm traveling, I keep my refrigerator here, so I don't have my seat there. But whenever I'm not traveling, I can also use this space for cargo, which is a huge, big thing for me. Furthermore, if I need to use cargo, I can also take out my bed, and then I can use the full length of the back of the area, which means that I have 6 feet of storage that I can use in this direction. Now I do have one shelf and it is bolted in, but it can also come out so that I could use the full capacity, which means that if I was using the full space of the NV200, this is how much room I would have. You can see the measurements right here. That means I could put a lot of things in here. Because of that, I've been able to carry large pieces of furniture. Whenever I purchased my roof box, it was in a massive box and I was able to slide it in here and bring it home. And it was all because I was able to change things up so that I could still maneuver with the van. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I would have had it fully built out. Another big thing for me is fuel economy, and if I had my van fully built out, it would be much heavier, which would reduce my fuel economy. Now, why does fuel economy matter? Because that's why I got this van, so it could be a little bit more fuel efficient. And so overall, fuel economy is a big deal, and a heavier rig tends to slow down and drag a little bit more of that fuel economy. Now, I already have the roof box working against me, so if I had the build, that would bring me down even more. So why would I want to do that? Another thing that makes me happy that I didn't do a build is I saved a lot of money. Now, along the way, you can spend quite a bit on a conversion, and especially if you have somebody convert it for you. Cost of materials, quite expensive right now. And if your goal is to get into van life at the cheapest possible way, a build may not be in your cards. I personally wanted to do something that I could move around and adjust and change, but also that ended up benefiting me because my price point was much smaller. I used things that I already had, and that allowed me to be able to expand as I went versus having all the answers right up front. And not only did that allow me to be creative, but that also allowed me to save a lot of money, because again, anything that you use that has to do with metal, anything that has wood, the costs are going to be going up and down kind of as you're shopping. So unless you get everything at just the very bare minimum, it's going to be expensive, even in 35 square feet like I have. Now let's talk about one that's definitely something that affects me personally, and it might affect you also: insurance. Now, for me, if I change my build over, it could be classified as a full-time RV. Change the classification of my insurance, which may make it go up or down, or it may change the requirements inside. So that's something I definitely put consideration into, and you should too. Additionally, another one, as I'm unloading some of these things for our estate sale, happens to be the interior space and the warranty. When I purchased my van, I purchased it with a 100,000 mile warranty, and until I get to that 100,000 miles, it very clearly states that if I cover any of these wires whatsoever, that could void my warranty. So by doing a no build instead of a full build, I was able to make sure that I did not void my warranty. Another reason, going kind of back to getting out and going more quickly, is that if you're not doing a full build, you could literally buy your van, throw a mattress in it, and go. So for the quickness of the urgency of getting on the road, yeah, sometimes it's better not to do a build. Another big reason not to convert your van is so that your resale value can be higher. Unless you're trying to sell to another van lifer, if you have a converted van, your prices are just not going to be quite as good at the resale market. The nice thing about my van personally is all of the things that I have on top of the van, those can all come off. And so while I could sell it with the solar panel, I wouldn't have to. Now I only have 2 holes in my entire van, and even that could bring down the resale market. There's one for this cord and then one shore power. Those are definitely things that you have to consider when you're making any changes to your van. But definitely, they bring down the value far less than if I were to fully convert it. Last but not least, if I ever have to take my van to the shop, everything can be removed, so I don't have to worry about if it has to sit somewhere random. This isn't something you normally think about, but whenever my dad's van had to go into the shop because it blew up, we had to unload every single thing of value from his van because we didn't know how long it was going to be sitting there. And that just makes it a target if someone knows that it's converted, because there's batteries and there's all sorts of systems in there that are worth a lot of money. So by being able to have everything where it can be removed, I can easily reduce the value of the inside of the van, thus making it not quite as appealing to someone who might be up to something nefarious. As always, guys, these are just a few of my reasons to not convert my van and what you should think of. If any of these things resonate with you, leave your comments below. And if you have any additional reasons as to why you didn't convert your van, let me know. But if you're getting ready for van life, think about these things. Are there things that are going to be deal breakers for you or not? Until next time, remember, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. Bye.